that gets into the most difficult part of a conversation with the narcissist is they will deflect and deny.
Yeah. So the way I would handle that is just I would talk about it. Let me talk to you about what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
And so if someone, I'm just going to call it a manipulative person because you're really talking about manipulation right now, right? Which is often part of narcissism, but we're going to say manipulation. So if a manipulative person is here, it's really important for me. The most important thing for me to do as a therapist, is I need to talk to you about what you're doing right now. And so a large part of what I talk about with clients here is I need to talk to you about what you're doing right now in this room.
Yeah.
And that's usually the most effective part of therapy. And that is what saved me, is my therapist talking to me for many, many hours about what I am doing right now.
Yeah.
And what I do, I mean, I was kind of an extreme case. And what I did is I recorded every session, and during the session, I'd be like, I can't see it. And I would be so pissed. And I'd go back and listen, and I'd listen again, and I'd listen until I can see it. And almost always I would end up seeing it. Not always. The therapist isn't always right, and maybe sometimes she is right and I just don't know. But usually, if I listened enough times, I'd be like, oh my gosh. And I would sound kind of like I would listen to the recording of me trying to manipulate the situation, and it's kind of off-putting, and so it was really good. It's really good for me to hear myself trying to take control of a therapy session with a very strong therapist who's resisting that, who's not easy to manipulate. That was the key.
Yeah.
So that was really useful for me to see my own manipulation at work, and just to have an example. And then, the therapist had to show an example of this is what it looks like to talk straight to a person.
Yeah.
And care about that person at the same time, which for most of us is not something we've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's an unusual thing.